you out here, Shante. What time does this key lock my door? You wanna be out there playing with all them hoes, and you keep your ass out there, but stop knocking on my goddamn door.
Well, if anyone was to ask me exactly what it is that I want people to take from the film Roxanne, which happens to be the biopic of myself, Roxanne Shante, I want them to take away the fact that you don't give up, you don't give in. I want them to see the resilience. I want them to see the strength. I want them to have a true understanding that it can be done, and that patience is definitely a virtue. And just when you're ready to give up, that is when things happen for you. And you are not the labels that people choose to place upon you. So yeah, I want them to walk away with that. And I know that's a lot to walk away with, but I would love for them to walk away with that.
Get up and get with this. Shante is here to take care of business. So plug up the mic and stack the dough. Then yo, go start the show so the pro can flow. No time to sit around half step or prolong. I flow long and strong so nothing can't go wrong.
Well, as far as having an abusive childhood, I can't necessarily say that I had a graphic abusive childhood. Instead, what I did was as most of us have been in a dysfunctional family, or something that we consider to be dysfunctional, but it becomes functional for us. So we learn to adapt and deal with it. A lot of times you'll have a lot of women come to me and say, well, how were you able to handle certain things? Of course, you have the big issue of the father missing out of the home, which leads the young women to go out here and seek certain things that they feel that they did not have growing up, or certain things that they felt were missing from their home. Now, having the type of mom that I had, we did not necessarily miss the other parent. We didn't necessarily miss, because we had such a strong maternal presence that we really didn't miss the paternal presence. It wasn't until I became a teenager and started to interact with men that I understood that there was something different, or something that I felt that I should know. And as with any child, you don't have enough maturity in order to pursue it correctly. And then you force yourself into a grown-up situation, which leads you to suffer from some form of arrested development, because you didn't get a chance to grow in the proper channels. You actually skipped certain times that you needed in order to grow properly.
I'm Shante and the rhymes to death. Just rap so fresh till I get out of breath. Now this is something that we do have to do, and this is a team that I must introduce.
A lot of people come to me and get what they need, and then I'm left feeling barren. So then I think that we really have something that we can agree on. Yes, we have a total synergy there. I definitely know how you feel, Chicago, and that is the reason why we must connect. And what I plan on bringing here is Mind Over Matter. Mind Over Matter is a nonprofit organization that I started with my husband, and what we do is we actually take the time out to change the mind, because that is what matters. See, so many people are willing to change the financial aspect. They want to change the people's location. They want to change the situation. They even want to change their friends. But unless you change the mental, unless you change the mind, they will go back to the same behaviors. Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. Before anyone puts the hand out, and before anyone judges the fact of hip-hop or hip-hop artists, or feel like maybe rappers need to be more engaged in their civil responsibilities, you must also understand that having the unity and the support of the people. See, I can go out there and march by myself all day long, and 9 times out of 10, if I say get up 6 o'clock in the morning, come on, we're going to march, who's going to be out there with me? Myself. But if I say come out 6 o'clock and we're going to party, who's going to be out there? Everyone. So unfortunately, it doesn't just fall on the hip-hop artist. It falls on us collectively as a culture, as a community, as a people, where unfortunately we did not want to unify. But now what we see happening is now it's becoming the in thing. See, people want to do what they feel is popular. So now it's popular to stand up. Now it's popular to make a move. Now it's popular to get out there and make your sign and stand there and tell your story. You know what I'm saying? Now it's popular to do that. And unfortunately, it wasn't popular to be supportive back then. And you had a lot of us who wanted to rock the vote. We put money in, we showed up places, but then we realized people did not want to rock the boat. I mean, they didn't want to rock to vote. They wanted to rock the boat. That's what they wanted to come out and do with us. So it really was not our fault, nor was it the fault of even the generation before us, because we started to see that little difference, that little separation. That's when all of a sudden the I'm going to do me came in. See, I had never even heard that term when I was younger. And I'm sure that there were a lot of adults, a lot of parents, who felt like they wanted to do them, but I had never heard that term. And that term came around the 90s when everybody started saying, look, I'm just going to do me. I'm going to go for self. I'm going to do me. See, I didn't know anything about that, so I never accepted that. So I was always doing us. I was always doing we. So now I see the change coming. And now I do see a positive change coming. And as you see, you can tell from the things that we engage in now that the positivity is on the rise.